What is up, people? Miles here with Keep the Change, and today we are reacting to a YouTube video. So recently I was just watching some YouTube, as you do, and I actually came across a video from Financial Education from Jeremy. And if you don't know who Jeremy is, he's basically like the godfather of stocks on YouTube, of investing on YouTube. He's been in the game for like 4 or 5 years at this point. He's a legend. He's an absolute OG, and he actually posted a video about how he's disappointed in the market. We're going to be watching this video. We're going to be criticizing it or agreeing with it. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, okay? It really helps. Or leave a comment or something. I always respond to comments no matter what. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for 2 new videos every week on stocks. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get into Jeremy's thoughts on the stock market and let's see what he has to say.
I just really don't like what I'm seeing in the market right now. And it just has me feeling, a little embarrassed about where the market's at, a little embarrassed about the approach that I'm seeing in the market right now. And I'm just kind of like, I just almost have a little bit of despise toward the stock market right now because of a lot of the individuals that are in the market and the approach that's in the market right now. And it's just like disgusting.
So Jeremy's saying he's disgusted by individuals in the stock market, and honestly, I have to agree. Personally, I've been in stocks, I've been investing since 2017, so around 3 or 4 years at this point. And back then, when I would try and talk to people about stocks, like no one would care. I mean, obviously I was younger, so people weren't as interested in it, but I kind of agree with him that a lot of people have really gotten into stocks in the past year. And on a surface level, there's nothing inherently bad about this. I mean, more people in the market is a good thing. More people investing is always a good thing, but it's just more the strategies that these people take. I mean, they try and get rich like extremely quick. So many people I see who just don't know anything about stocks at all are jumping into the market just because they see other people doing it. Like I see people on Snapchat and they're posting charts, right? They're just like taking a photo of a chart and then they're like, wow, guys, look at me. I'm such a genius. I know everything. And this mindset gets really toxic really quickly. I mean, it's very obvious that these people are just trying to impress you or trying to show you that they have a lot of money, but that's like not what investing is about at all. It's about generating wealth. It's not about flipping a couple bucks like really quickly. That's just so short-sighted and really stupid, honestly. So let's see what Jeremy has to say on that. I'm actually very interested on his opinion.
Right now we're in a market where it's only about the upside. It's all about the next 10x stock. It's all about the next big SPAC. It's all about the next call option. It's all about the next stock that's about to shoot up tomorrow. And everything is so short-sighted, gambling decision, gambling mentality things right now. And I'm just so disappointed with kind of where the market's at right now.
Honest to God, I agree with him so much here. Like, god damn, dude. He's really spinning facts right now. I mean, whenever you go on YouTube, it's always like new SPAC play, new EV play. There's always some new hot stock. And I fall victim to this. I'm not gonna lie. You know, sometimes you gotta clickbait your titles a little bit. But some people like Jack Spencer, they just upload like 3 videos a day about this new stock, this new EV stock. They do like 2 seconds of research on it. And they just get super hyped about it for like no reason. And when I see stuff like that, it's just super discouraging. And also, hold on, H2O break, guys. Make sure to drink your water. It's very important, okay? But when I see stuff like that, it's just extremely, extremely sad. Like, honestly, why are people clicking on these videos, right? I mean, like, come on. Like, how dumb do you have to be to think that this new stock is going to 10x? Because, honestly, if they're posting, like, 10 videos a day, right, how many of those can actually 10x? Probably not that many. We're essentially in a market where you can throw money at 80% of companies and they're going to go up. Just because of hype, just because everyone's going in. It's just, like, a classic case of FOMO. And then you compound YouTubers and Reddit and a bunch of people just hyping up different stocks, and you go on Snapchat, you go on Instagram, you see all these people hyping up these plays, hyping up these companies, and you just kind of sit back, you're like, what is happening? In my years of experience in the stock market, I have never seen a level of exuberance and enthusiasm like this. This is just next level. This is just crazy. So let's see what else Jeremy has to say. I totally agree with him on everything. I think everyone on YouTube is going a little too hard on these SPAC plays, these new EV plays. It's ridiculous.
People are grasping for straws right now on everything's gonna be the next Tesla. Everything's gonna be the next Netflix. And I see it day in and day out. I see it in the comment section. I see it in Stock Hub. I see it in DMs. I'm seeing it everywhere. Everybody is convinced they have the next Tesla stock on their hand. Every next SPAC is going to be the next massive SPAC where they double up, triple up, quadruple up their money.
Jeremy is back to... Okay, fine. Sorry about that. I wanted to incorporate my cat, but he did not want to participate, so whatever, fine by me. But I agree with Jeremy so much. I mean, people are definitely looking for the next Tesla all the time. It's ridiculous. It's insane. I mean, people hit me up just randomly, like, what do you think the next Tesla is? I don't know. Nobody knows. People don't care about financials. They just care about the hype. They just want to buy into something that everyone's talking about because that's the hot thing, right? And I totally agree with him on that. I mean, he's hitting the nail on the head here. People I know who do not care about the stock market in the slightest have wanted to put their money into something like Tesla stock just because they've seen it go up. And when you're thinking this way, that's such a toxic, dangerous way to think. If I'm being honest here, the people who throw their money blindly into a company without knowing the balance sheet, without knowing the PE ratio, without knowing any of that, those people, sure, they're speculating, but they don't really bother me. The people who get on my nerves are the people who put tons of money into a stock, it goes up, they know nothing about it, right? They don't even know what the company does. They can't even tell you anything about it. And they just go on social media and brag about how much money they just made. They're killing it, dude. They know stocks, right? But at the end of the day, they're not going to show you their losses. They're not going to admit to being ignorant. Being ignorant is fine. That is not a flaw in itself. When I first entered the stock market, I was guilty of this. I knew nothing, right? I couldn't read a balance sheet. I didn't know what a PE ratio was. I didn't know any of this, but I didn't act like I did. The people who don't actually know but pretend they do are going to get hurt in the long run, okay? Just throwing money blindly doesn't work 100% of the time. It does bite you at some point. That's just my little rant on that. Let's see what else Jeremy has to say here. I'm very excited to hear the rest of this.
And the worst thing about it is some of these individuals have made money recently because the NASDAQ is up, over 50% or something like that, literally since March, right? And the market's gone up so much that a ton of stocks have gone up so much. And it leads to this ignorance and this arrogance from a lot of folks out there that think they know what they're doing and think they know, just like, oh, this is the next Tesla, this is the next Tesla, this is the next Netflix, this is the next Amazon, blah, blah. And it's like, they don't really have any experience in the market. They don't really know how to judge companies. They're just going off the hype cycle. And going off the hype cycle works in a hype time. And when it works when the NASDAQ goes up 50% in a matter of 9 or 10 months. It works. It doesn't work over time.
That summarized perfectly what I was trying to say, okay? I just said it more long-winded, but, he said it in a very short, concise manner. Totally agree, Jeremy. You're going ham right now, buddy. I believe in you. Guys, remember to drink your water, okay? Water sponsored this video.
So I personally am actually hoping the market downtrends for a bit because it's the best thing we need right now. It's the best thing. It will just get a lot worse if the market stays hot and it just goes up and up and up. It will get worse. The bubble will get bigger. The arrogance will get bigger. The ignorance will get bigger.
So Jeremy was saying the bubble will get bigger. Kind of agree with him on that one. I think if the stock market gets any higher, this thing is going to pop like crazy. It's going to crash at some point. Now, just to summarize this video up, I think it's a good idea to look back at what I said back in November when I was talking about EV stocks and how hyped they were and just FOMO in general and how the market's really high. Let's just look at what I had to say. At the end of the day, even though valuations might get ridiculous, they will come down back to earth at some point. So I just want you to be careful investing into stocks like these. These are speculative stocks. A lot of them won't work out. The cannabis industry was extremely hot. It got destroyed. It reminds me a lot of that. And I don't want you to get trapped in that bubble, in that mind state of, oh, FOMO, because I have to buy into this stock because it's going to be the next big stock. You should have a foundation of solid stocks to balance out your portfolio, and then you can have a little speculative plays on the side. If your entire stock market account is comprised of all these EV stocks at once, then that's not going to bode well for you. Sure, a couple of them might go crazy, but a lot of them are going to crash and burn, and that's just a sad reality. Don't go throwing your money in stocks just because it's the cool thing at the moment. That usually ends up hurting you more often than not. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be careful, okay? Remember to hydrate, okay? Get your water, and I love you.